In my last video, I told you guys that I've been really excited for the Fresh Start Worlds, and now they're finally here. RuneScape is a game that we all come back to from our childhood and enjoy the simple things that we once found fun as a kid. The nostalgia aspect is what keeps every player in RuneScape wanting more, and with a game mode like Fresh Start Worlds, I can't think of a better reason to try it out. I'm going to be grinding hard, going for ranks, and doing some PKing whenever possible. It's going to be a long road ahead, but I know I'm up for the challenge, and I've been looking forward for this update for a very long time now. Before I jump into the video, if you would like a chance to win a free Arcane Spirit Shield, just leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel for more videos, and of course leave a comment in the section below with your username so I know who to give the item to, and I'll be picking one winner at the end of the next video. Now then, let's get right into it. My short-term goals for the Fresh Start Worlds is to basically get PK ready as soon as possible, take out everybody in the Rev Caves, make as much money as I can, and then once the Wilderness is dead, go and grind and max my account out as best as possible. However, I started recording a little bit late, all my video files crashed, so I'm starting this video a little bit into my journey when I'm doing the Fight Arena quest. So we're finishing this up really quick. We're going to run through everything that I've done in the beginning very quickly, but what I have late game is what's really impressive. I'm actually at the current moment in the game probably the strongest player, and I want to show you guys how I got there. All right, here is Plague City done. We needed that mining XP, and I also just needed a couple quest points because my late game strategy is going to involve having a lot of those. Here we go, Merlin's Crystal also completed. I needed to do this so that I could do Holy Grail. That's going to be some easy prayer levels right off the bat at the beginning of the game. My route that I'm taking requires 30 crafting, so I decided to go and do Murder Mystery right off the bat. It gives 1400 crafting XP, and that's an early jump start to the end goal. And there we go, Holy Grail completed. 11k prayer XP, 15.3k def XP, and now our account is looking tanky. Decided to finish up Elemental Workshop, 5k crafting and smithing XP, and that there is going to get us one step closer to our end game goal. You guys are probably wondering why I'm getting all this crafting done, but I will show you guys in the next clip. I just have to complete the golem first for another 1k crafting XP. This is what I needed the crafting levels for. Basically, I need to do Shadow of the Storm. By killing this boss and completing the quest, you get 2 XP lamps, which I can use on range. Range is very slow on Fresh Start Worlds because you do no damage and you don't really have access to a lot of equipment. Unlike Deadman mode, even though a lot of people are comparing this game mode to Deadman mode, it's nothing like Deadman mode. The XP rates are so slow, you don't do a lot of damage, there's no starter kits, so getting this XP out of the way will probably save me about 3 hours of rock crabs. In hindsight, I probably should have gotten prayer up before doing that quest, but we ended up getting 44 on the altar, and that actually makes us rank 1 prayer. I'm a man of God. Remember I said we were getting tanky? I really meant it. Here's Dragon Slayer completed. Probably one of the first people in the game to manage to do this quest, and now our account is actually about to be pretty deadly. For the build I'm going, I'm going to need an Ava's accumulator pretty early into the game, so I came down here to do my Slayer task. Luckily, I can safe spot these Calphite workers and AFK alch range them. Ended up getting 40 range, and now we are actually looking like an absolute unit. But it doesn't stop there. I'm determined to turn my account into an absolute beast, so I decided to rush the Fremennik Trials quest as well. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person with this quest unlocked. I have not seen a single other Berserker, Archer, or Farseer Helm in the game, but now we are very strong. We have some good bonuses, and I can pretty much kill a lot of monsters. We have good items for each gear slot, and I'm also going to be putting out a lot more DPS than anybody else. I probably haven't bought an item from this shop in about 20 years. Like, I remember being a little kid and buying my first Berserker Helm from here, but now there's a GE and there's no reason to even open this shop anymore, but there's no economy on Fresh Start Worlds yet, so this is the only way to acquire these items. But we still need to get a couple levels, so I grinded out 45 defense. Now we can wear the 2 most beautiful helms in all of the Fresh Start Worlds. My account is looking fire. I've only been playing for like 10 to 12 hours at this point, and I just look like a demon. I'm ready to go fight somebody in level 1 Varrock. I mean, ain't nobody gonna be able to take me out the game. So the majority of people were trying to grind revs early, and their goal was to kill the Revenant Goblins and the Revenant Imps. I decided to go for a little bit of a stronger build. I didn't get to revs as quickly as everybody else, but I can now kill the higher level revs. These Pyrofiends have a much better drop table, but they're a lot harder to kill, so I'm gonna grind out a couple of these and see what we can get. First Pyrofiend down. Unfortunately, we only got some adamant bars, but to be honest, for a day 1 game mode, I'm not going to say no to a 10k drop. Okay, I won't lie, these Pyrofiends take like 10 minutes to kill, so I'm gonna have to train my stats up a little bit. Decided to go and AFK mage on some sand crabs while alching at the same time, and as soon as I get 55 mage, my XP rates will go up exponentially, and then I have an even better strategy in mind, which is going to be the best GP in the game for the day 2 build. Alright, 57 mage down, I just need to get to 59. All right, there we go, 58 mage down. And now we can enter the money train. Basically, you can safe spot the Revenant Knight and lure it into a position where it can't hit you back and it also can't heal. So I can sit here and basically outcast while doing a ton of DPS. My max hit with a Tome of Fire and Fire Blast is 24. This is really good mage XP. And on top of it, the drops are absolutely insane. You guys are going to see some of the best drops so far on the game mode. And we're going to start off with 6 U seeds, which are pretty much useless right now, but will be worth a lot in a couple of days. After killing a couple of Revenant Knights, I realized that my mage bonus was also pretty low. So I paid 07 Reese 200k to go into the mage guild and buy me a mystic set. It's a little bit expensive, especially because I'm overpaying, but it is an investment and I'll be able to kill these Revenant Knights so much faster. All right, the Mystic set is definitely working. We're hitting a whole lot more, and right now I'm pretty sure that I actually have the strongest account in the game. If anybody were to come up here, I would be able to destroy them very quickly and very easily. My supplies are looking really good, my gear is looking really good, and this here is what we're going to be doing to elevate ourselves to the best PKing stats in the game. I decided to say Skulled Up as well for the double drop rate, and every kill on the Revenant Knights is like a massive surprise. You never know what you're going to get, but basically every drop on the Revenant Knights drop table, with the exception of coins, is useful or valuable, and even if it's not, I can still alch it, save it for later, or just resupply my inventory with food drops. So we're really cashing out right now, and even these Onyx Bolt drops that we just got are going to be very useful and very profitable in a couple days once other people can use them. All right, we got our first stream sniper of the video. I was on my way to the bank and this guy decided to randomly attack me, and let's see if he can pull it off. Well, that didn't last long. He ended up teleporting away. I could have probably chased him since I know he doesn't have portal redirect, but it's just really not worth the risk. I don't actually need his gear, and truth be told, even if I were to kill him, it wouldn't upgrade my account in any way, shape, or form. But maybe he got away, maybe he died, I guess we'll never know. Quick side note, we got 60 mage, so let's get some more upgrades and run the God Cape. I decided to check the price of blood runes, and because nobody in the game could use them, but so many people were farming them from revs, they were selling the GE for 100 GP. That's extremely cheap. Usually bloods are about 600 to 700 on any fresh game mode, so I had to cop a couple thousand, and I headed over to charge my Zamorak staff. By the way, guys, all of this content I've done live on Twitch. I streamed for 24 hours so far in the new game mode. If you guys would like to come and watch me PK and do random stuff on the game mode while I grow my account, feel free to join up at twitch.tv/abyss. I'll probably be live by the time you're watching this video. I'm grinding the game mode really hard right now, and all the links will also be down below in the description. The only part of revs that I find really annoying is that it takes a long time to kill the Revenant Knight, and I end up losing my skull. Every 3 to 4 kills, I probably need to go and reskull, which means I need to find somebody else in the rev caves. Luckily for me, my boy Mobtaz is right here, and we also got 44 hit points. Okay, so we're about 20 kills in, and finally we get a nice drop. That is way under the drop rate. We got extremely lucky. An ancient statuette. That is 2 mil of pure cash. That means we don't have to sell anything. We don't have to do any merching. We don't need to convince anybody to buy anything, and we don't have to wait for anything in the GE. That's straight cash from the Emblem Trader, and probably one of the best drops so far in the entire game. my way back down to the bank, and I'm currently rank 3 magic in the game, and rank 2 just logged in underneath me, and I think that he wants to fight. I don't know what this guy's doing. I got way better gear than him, higher stats, and honestly, I don't see why he would try and attempt this. And that is what Fresh Start World PKing is all about. I just love the thrill of killing somebody when you know that there's a fresh economy and every single item has value. Realistically, I think I should have got Smite earlier. I was really planning on it. I was just too lazy because he did end up protecting his tome. However, if I had Smite, I'm pretty sure I would have ended up getting it. But at the end of the day, it's still a kill, and honestly, it was pretty decent. This may not look like much off the jump, but we do got a lot of runes in there, a bracelet of Ethereum, we got some ether and a bunch of potions. Nothing to complain about. The total kill was probably 3 to 400k, which is like over 20 mil OSRS. And on that note, I think I'm going to call it here for today, guys. I want to get some sleep. I have a lot of grinding still to do, and I really want to put out a PKing video for my next episode, if not the one after. My goal right now is to get 81 mage as soon as possible. With that and 70 range, I should be able to get a fire cape, go for a defender, and then have a nice little tribrid setup. As long as I'm 81 mage, I can pot TB and kill pretty much anyone that is my opponent. I have a very solid money making method, and I can still get good experience while grinding, so I should have no problem. As long as we don't die, and as long as I don't get too bored of the game mode, I think that we'll have a very fun run. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next video.